was a dream. It was a dream to work with such a bunch of actors and telling that story, which has a sense of comedy, but has different layers also.
What do you want the viewers to remember after seeing this movie?
More than remembering, I think it's just not being afraid of being yourself and allowing yourself to be yourself, independent and more open to yourself and the others, which is very difficult, I think. It's people sometimes are more afraid to be alive than to be dead. So it's just a matter of opening up and allowing life to, and choose what you want to do and be, instead of living the life that you've been taught when you were little, or what people expect of you.
And what is it that makes your part in Chocolat so interesting for you?
Probably what it makes interesting for you.
But I wasn't acting, so it was your part.
Oh, for me as an actress?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she sees through people, and I like that. She can see and, you know, point out what's happening inside of somebody else, somebody else's soul, or, you know, life. I like that.
And you had to make all the chocolate all the time in the movie. How was working with the chocolate and making the...
I asked somebody to do it for me. I didn't have time for everything. So, but I chose the chocolates I wanted to give, you know, to different people. Of course, it was written, but also we made some changes. So it was... I mean, you know, everybody has a particular work to do on a movie, so you decide a certain thing, and the other things to be decided instead of you, because we're all making the movie together.
Another thing I read, I hope this one is true, that the little things in life are very important to you, the small things in life. When are you truly happy?
So say that again.
Well, when are you truly happy in
life?
Your life?
I'm happy when the others are happy. It makes me happy. When I see children happy, it makes me happy. And just life, feeling alive. It just surprising always.
Okay, I'm running out of time. Thank you for the interview.
Okay.
Oh. Thanks.
Okay, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Interesting characters coming.
Yeah, you never know.
I'm like a therapist.
Hi.
Hi.
Pleased
nice
to meet
you.
How are you?
Good.
Sit on the mic. Right. Hello.
Hi.
Are you still able to eat chocolate these days?
Of course. What do you think?
I don't know. I used to work in a chocolate factory, but was it sick? Did you become bored of it whilst making it on the set or anything like that, or were you constantly trying it?
No, I didn't get bored. Not at all.
Okay, cool. Now, I've been reading your press and phrases like mysterious and fragile beauty and vulnerable, all these words.
That's me.
Do you get bored of those descriptions? Would you like to live them down?
Probably is the description of the role I'm playing, I suppose.
Yeah. And what's the real Juliette Binoche?
Aha, that's another story.
I know you're going to tell
I don't know. I'm many things together. And that's why we're human beings. We have ups and downs, and we're more of a mountain, more than a flat field, I think. But my temperament is more passionate. So I can very up, and I have, I'm like anybody.
Okay then. Were you able to sort of educate the cast and crew in how to be French, how to be convincingly French on the making of the film?
No, I'm not interfering into those kind of fields. No.
Did you feel that the film reflected a French community as you knew it, kind of thing?
Universal community, yeah. I believe that we're the same everywhere.
Okay, fantastic. fantastic. You've never gone truly Hollywood. You've never gone off and just taken the money and done a big action movie or something like that. Why is that?
Because it's a matter of choices, and that's the way I am, and that's the way I want my life to be. So I don't think it's a special skill, it's just the way I am, and I can help it. You know, I just have to say yes to the things I believe in and I feel comfortable with. But I wouldn't, you know, choose something from an outside point of view, you know, because it's a big or a movie or a lot of money. It frightens me, actually. Because then it means you have more money, you have more taxes, you have more people taking care of you, and more houses to take care of, and more. More, it's you have less time for yourself, and I think it's a little bit scary there.
Okay. And what is it that you believed in about Chocolat then?
What I believe?
Yeah, when you saw the script
Oh.
and got involved, what was it that you believed in about?
This is about relationships and friendships and finding yourself, and the relationship between, you know, generation to generation. And there's a sense of lightness. At the same time, there's other layers in the movie. So I like the mixture, and also working with all those actors coming out from different countries and experiences. I was very lucky to be inside.
And was Johnny Depp good to work with? Was that
Wonderful, wonderful. Very easy to get along with.
Cool, fantastic. And did you feel that this was a movie that was being made for women? Did you want to make a movie for women? Because I know that Lassie was explaining to me that it's tested very well with women and things like that. Was that something you were conscious of?
Not while I was doing the movie. Of course, I knew, you know, there were different relationships between women. But I don't think it's especially women's film. I don't know. I don't have a view about it.
Right. Okay.
Do you think so?
I think so. It's a film I'm really looking forward to taking my mother to see.
Oh, really?
Because I think she'll really enjoy it. Because it's, you know, as you say, it is about relationships and things like that. And so I've run out of questions now because you're talking very briefly, but it's good. Theatre or film, which do you prefer? Because you've done plays in London and you've done plays here now. What's your favourite if you have to choose?
I love theatre at the moment because I'm doing it. And also because I've done so many films compared to the theatre I've been doing. So, and my first desire was to do theatre, so I feel like I have to take a little more time in theatre. Also, it's very risky for me, you know, because there are other muscles and to be in front of the audience, you know, because they expect so much of you because they've seen you in films or, you know. So when there's a lot of expectation, there's more fear.
Thank you.
I was like very touched by the movie, especially the scene very powerful when the news said to her mom, like, why can't you be like other mothers? Or you like scared like one day your son might say something like that to you?
Well, as a daughter, my mother was different from the others. And I feel the same. So it's part of my history in a way, but I think it's not bad to be different. I think when you get into a standard, it's where it gets scary for me. I think it's important to be independent and free and different if you are, and allow it to be like this. But I know that for children, they like to be the same way as the other because they're frightened, you know, of differences. And also in our society, the way we brought up, differences are scary, dangerous. So suddenly when you have somebody saying, oh, it's good to be different, then suddenly you maybe see things in a different way.
Okay. Johnny Depp actually said you're very beautiful and deep, and like he kind of fall in love with you instantly. Yeah, what's your comment on that?
I think it's very pleasurable. Isn't it?
Yeah. What was it like to kiss him like on a boat?
I'm sorry?
What was it like to kiss Johnny on a boat?
It was acting process.
And you probably are the only actress like in the world who say no to Steven Spielberg and Tom Cruise.
Yeah, but you have to remind that it's not a no saying, you know, no, you know, it's a grief, you know. Saying no to a film can be very painful sometimes. So it's not very easy to do, and it's not very that pleasurable, you know, to say no to a very famous director. And when you have a good script, because you know Jurassic Park, it's you know, it was a good script, but I had other things, and I wanted to do Blue, directed by Kieślowski at that time. But it was difficult for me to say no, because I was eager to work with him. But I had to make it as a joke. You know, I said to him, I would love to play dinosaur.
How about Mission Impossible?
Well, the film hasn't, you know, I didn't pass the test because I read the script. Was not very interested in playing that role. So I didn't pass the test. So I was not offered Mission Impossible. I was offered to pass the test, which is quite different, isn't it?
Last question, because I think Vivienne, like your character is not very traditional and like doesn't like other housewife want to get married, settle down. Well,
She has another tradition, though. She doesn't have the, you know, rural Catholic way of living and being, but she has tradition in her own way.